progressive whites. Now, this is completely understandable, with the exception of those in leadership positions in the two chambers. Of those who have important committee memberships, an individual congressman generally has very little power or influence over any individual issue. The members' main concern is to maintain their standing with their constituent base and undertake fundraising for their periodic re-election campaigns. Because of the high cost of election campaigns, much of a member of Congress's time is spent cultivating and developing new contributors. That's just the long and the short of it, and the average American is not aware of that. I heard Teddy Kennedy touting his new book the other day on the radio, and they asked him, how has the Senate changed? He says, well, I've been here for 43 years. He said the problem now, the real problem now is money. He said the senators leave on Thursday night, and they don't get back into the Senate to start their work until Tuesday afternoon. So they're talking about a 2.5-day work week. And Senator Harry Reid, from who's the majority leader, has said we have one of the most corrupt Congresses in the history of the United States. Well, I have much more to say here, but I've been told that I don't have time to say it. But given the Dubai ports scandal, and given what's happened in New Jersey when somebody who was going to be a freeholder, an Arab American who was a freeholder, had to resign because he had said that suicide bombings by Palestinians is different than the suicide bombings of 9/11. He had to resign. He was forced to resign. Because of this, and because of the enormity of the anti-Muslim and anti-Arab sentiment that's abroad in this country, I think that it's going to take not months, but many, many years before we have come to a position where the Americans generally see that Arab Americans can play a positive and role and contribute to this society. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I think what I'm going to have to say is a little bit more optimistic, but there really truly are barriers here, and we'll talk a little bit about them. I'm going to focus in on Michigan in the main, although in many ways I'll be talking regionally and nationally as well, because of the important role that Michigan plays.